Hello everyone, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel and to SubwaySim 2. I had that much of a blast with it in my first go on the channel the other day that I've come back in again. And not only that, Aerosoft have kindly give us early access to the GI/1E Gisela new DLC, which is coming to the game publicly on May the 7th. So thank you to Aerosoft for providing this early access look at this. So what I intend to do is jump into it and do the introduction so you can have a look around it, and then I'm going to run one of the services that are available in Berlin, because the other night I went on the Hamburg map. So we'll switch to the Berlin, and we'll go through that, and we'll talk about it as we go. But what is the Gisela? Let's just have a look at the Gumph. Step into Berlin subway operations with the GI/1E series, an iconic East Berlin classic, also known as Gisela. It says, with this vehicle, your fleet is expanded with a classic train from the Berlin public transport system, a fully playable train set that integrates seamlessly into the existing SubwaySim 2 gameplay and offers a distinctive driving experience. So let's find out, shall we? We'll jump into the introduction and see what it is all about. So if I just click on that, we'll wait for it to load up, and up we go. I think this is going to be a little bit different to the one I was driving the other night, but we'll soon find out.
To the GI1E tutorial. In this scenario, you'll learn the basics of operating the GI1E, affectionately known as Gisela, on Berlin's small-profile network. Driving the GI1E isn't too different from other older vehicles, but there are a few unique quirks you should know. Let's get started and take a seat in the driver's cab.
So there we go. He's promising it's not too different from some of the other vehicles, but I don't know about that. Let's have a quick look inside, shall we? This is quite interesting. On the windows, we've got the Brandenburg Gate, it looks like, there, across all the windows. I thought, when I first saw this, I had a quick peek at it earlier, I thought there was something up with the windows. I thought there was some texturing issue. It was only when I looked closely I could see the Brandenburg Gate. So that just shows what I know. It's very nice on the inside, isn't it? Let's just have a quick walk through between the carriages. All empty at the moment, as you can see, because everybody's waiting to get back on. So it wants us to go and get in the driver's seat. So I think we'll do that, and we'll get this introduction underway, shall we? Let's close that once again. Can I get through this inner door? I think I can, can't I? So I don't have to come in from the outside. The cab door obviously does work, so you can do it either way. Right, let's get sat down and we'll see what it's all about, shall we?
Next, we need to activate the driver's desk so you can take control of the train. Unlock the control panel and select a drive step.
Right, so this is where we activate it. That's fairly straightforward. A drive step. So this is a speed, isn't it? So this is our maximum speed that it will let us get to. It's like a limiter, I think. Is it asking us to do it any particular speed?
Great.
I can see.
Now switch on the signal lights, release the spring-loaded parking brake, and activate the train protection system so the train is ready to depart.
Right, so I'll leave that on 25 because I can see we've got 25 as we leave the station. We've got to do the signal lights first of all. So they're up here. So they're on red at the moment. Let's put them to white. Two of those. There we are. We've got a parking brake that we need to release. So let's put that to lower, I assume. Activate the train protection. Okay, press
Very
that.
Good. Next, enter the ELA code so that announcements and destination displays are set correctly.
Right, so I'm going to do this with the mouse. It's a little bit easier. So we'll do that. We want 1713. So 1713, just like that. Right, confirm that. Wait a few seconds. Press boarding on there.
To operate the GI1E, you'll be using 3 levers and a knob. On the left is the traction button. In the middle, the speed selector. And on the right, the brake lever with the knob. The brake lever includes a holding brake, which you activate by pressing the knob. This is especially important when stopping at stations to keep the train from rolling. Let's start with the brake lever. Set it to release so the brake control line can charge.
Right, this is where it starts getting tricky now.
In the lower right corner of the screen, you'll see a red indicator showing brake pressure. It must reach 5.0 bar before we can depart. Until then, keep the brake lever on release.
Right, so I think I'm in release. No, I'm in isolation. There we are. There it's building up now in the hood, down the bottom right. That's what it wanted. Right, excellent. So I can see E1, E2, E3, E4 and the steps of brake that we've got here. So I've got to remember that.
Perfect. Now set the speed selector to 25 kilometers per hour by pulling the middle lever upward.
Alright, I've already done that. Right, yeah, it's registered. I thought we'd do 25 because we're getting 25 as we leave the station, so it made sense.
Step, we wait for the departure time. The signal also needs to be green before we can move off. But you already know that, right?
Yeah, we know that, mate. That's easy. That's the easy bit. Right, let's close the doors.
One key difference. The GI-1E uses a camshaft controller. That means it won't hold the exact selected speed and may accelerate beyond it. Release the traction button once you reach your desired speed. Alright, let's get moving. First, set the brake lever to drive. Then hold the traction button until you reach your target speed.
Right, so this is a little bit different to the other night. So we hold... Wait, am I in forwards? Oh, I need to put it into drive. I'm not in drive, that's why. Drive. That's drive. 0 on the right hand side is drive. Got to remember that. I'm using a combination once again of the controller and the keyboard for this. We'll let go of it when we get to 25. This is a lot louder as well, this train, than the other one that we used the other night. Well, let's just go up as far as we can to 25 and let go.
Brake. Gently pull the brake lever back to position E4. Remember, when stopping at a station, always apply the hauling brake. Hold the knob below about 7 kilometers per hour until the brake control pressure drops to 4.5 bar.
It's hard to hear that guy, isn't it, over the sound of this train. It's noisy. It's very noisy. Anyway, we'll do the braking once we get there. Actually, we can go up to 50 here. So let me just put that up to 50, like that. And he wants us to brake. He wants us to set it to E2. E2. There we go. But we don't want to stop short, so let's just release it a little bit. And then we'll put it back in when we come to the stop. It's not giving us a stop point, actually. Let's put it to E4 and we'll just stop. Actually, no. I don't want to do that because we've got the long one, I think. I want to get in the platform. We'll just roll in, being as this is the tutorial. And then we'll go to E4 any second now. So I'm doing all this with the controller. So let's go to E4. There it is. Hold the ball button pressed until the brake pressure drops to 4.2.
Nice. Release the brakes and head to the next station. Don't forget to release the traction button once you reach your speed. Good luck.
Alright. That was the wrong way with the brake. Let's go this way. We'll have to build the brakes back up again. You see it's red there. Let's build it back up. We can't go till we get to 5 bar, I think it said. That's release. 0 is release. Right, should let us go now, I think. Let's do it. Accelerate all the way up to 50. We'll get it in the end. It's just a repetition, I think, that's needed. Alright, round we go. 43 kilometers per hour, up to the 50. Right, we've got to get ready to brake. Stop at the marked spot. Alright, let's get ready for it then. So E4 is the maximum brake. That'll stop us. Let's put it into E1. It'll start slowing us down a little bit. E2. See how we go. E3. Let's just release it a little bit. That's we're going to stop short. That's better. Right, let's just get that in. E4, and then it says we just click the top of that and it actually gets us to a stop. Oh, perfect. Stop comes up down there in the bottom corner. Unlock the doors with 9. We know about that. Now, can I actually get a screenshot? Let me just go to photo mode. I've not done this before. How do I move around in this? How do I move around in screenshot mode? Can I not actually move around? Oh, depth of field. Yeah, we've got that focal length. Is that zooming us in and out? Yeah, it is. Camera tilt. All right, we can tilt it. That's not bad. Camera speed, time of day, we can change. Yeah, it's not going to get any brighter in here, is it? Hide the UI with that. F10. Let's do this. Oh, that's how I can move around. Like that. Let's take that one, shall we? F10. Didn't do F10. Oh, did it? Let's just take a shot in Steam. That'll be all right. Go back to this, right? We're going to do the announcements. Let's get back inside. Please board.
U1, nach Warschauer Straße. Einsteigen bitte.
Now, when we close the door, do we have to just stand back as well? Yep, stand back.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Close the doors. I'm going to put the brakes into 0. And then we should be able to go. There we go. Right, let's do it. Straight up to the 50 once again. Bit tricky with the brakes on this one. Let's get up to the 50 and let go. There we are. It's pressing the button on top of the brake lever that's tricky. Turn the sound down just slightly. Sorry about that. Then you can hear me over the top. Right, in we come. Let's get ready with the brakes. 500 to go. A bit of flashing going on. Does it always do this on the Berlin map? Can you see the sun sort of flashing on the track? I'm not sure if that's always there, because I don't think I've driven through here yet in any of the trains. Right, we're probably a little bit slow. Let's just put a bit more throttle in. There we go. I'll let go of that and get ready with the brakes. Here we go. We got a red at the end of this platform. Nice and easy does it. There's the red light on our right hand side. Let's stop about there, I reckon. Now if I click that, it will hold us before the red light. Did you see that? We need to do the announcement, I think, as well.
U1, nach Warschauer Straße. Einsteigen bitte.
Parking brake back on. Isolate the brake lever, which is basically all the way to that end. Do the signal lights again, which are up on the back wall. This time we'll do them with the mouse, I think. So let's just drag those to... Does it want them to red? It wants them to red. Okay, let's do that. And select 0 kilometers to deactivate the cab. So let's do that. That'll be neutral then. There we go. Then we'll do that. Make it inactive.
Well done. You've successfully learned the basics of operating the GI-1E. Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you drive, the more confident you'll become. Good luck on your future runs across Berlin's small-profile network.
Right, we'll leave the cab. Let's go back in. There we go. That's it. So that's the introduction done. Now that is a lot of. There's a lot more to do in that cab, I will say, than the one we were using the other night. That's the first thing I'll say. But I think a bit of repetition, and we're going to get a lot of it when we do a service, will help with that. But it's quite nice to drive at the moment. So we'll do a service and we'll see how we get on, shall we? So let's go back to the menu, and we'll choose one. So we'll do Berlin. We'll do new ride. We want to do the Gisela, of course. Let's go to the long one. 103 meters, 296 tons. Let's do that. We'll do the 2nd of May. See, that date's wrong, isn't it? Friday, the 2nd of May. Saturday is the 2nd of May in 2026. So there's a little buggette. But, I mean, we're not going to get hung up over the date or anything. Brummer Lanka. Right, these are all the longer services. So we'll try one of these, shall we? And we'll see how we get on. We'll do one sort of middle of the afternoon. We'll go for this 1400, shall we? And we'll see if we can remember all these steps. Because there's a few of them. But we're going to have a bit of practice as we go. Okay, it's going to tell us, though, isn't it? It's going to give us the prompts. We need to activate the cab, first of all. So let's do that. That's good. Selector speed. I can see we've got a 25 coming out of here, so we'll put it into 25. Signal lights. So we're getting the repetition. Put those to white, both of those two. Just like that. Release the parking brake, which is there. To put that to lower. Activate the train protection. It's becoming familiar already. Activate the speaker. That's what we want to do first, and then we want to put in 3390 as our ELA login. So let's go 2 3. Let me get on the exact spot. 1 2 3. That's it. Then we got 90. So let's do it up here. And 90, and then just confirm that. Wait 5 seconds. Then we should get everybody boarding, I think, after this. Boarding, please. Yeah, okay. Unlock the doors. Let's have a look outside. There we go. This is the rear of the train, isn't it? This one. Oh, boarding, please. I need to do that. There we go. Let's. It helps if I look what I'm meant to be doing. Everyone's getting on now. That's good. Now, the brakes, we haven't built up the brakes yet. You can see they're all at 0. The pressure's at 0, so we're going to have to do that. Close the doors. Like that. Let's see what we need to do with the brakes. There, put it into 0. That's releasing the brakes. We'll wait until the doors are closed. Let's just let this build up. Once we get to 5, we're off. Just waiting for it. Just waiting for it. Come on. And we got 1.1 kilometers to our first stop. There we go. Now it'll let us go. That 70 is going to become 25 when we get to this signal. There we go. We do have a 60 coming up. So I'll alter it very soon. I'll need to do it with the middle mouse, I think. I think even though we got 25, I can actually put this controller right up to 70. So that's the maximum it will let us do. You can see it on the hood at the bottom, although we still only need to be 25 at the moment, so we just have to keep that in mind. We do have a chance that we'll overspeed, just like that, you see. I've put a little bit of brake in. That's it. Right, let's see how we get on with this. We're scheduled to get in there at 14:02. So we'll see how we do. It's a 40-minute run. We'll give it a good thrash and see. That 60's coming up, which is handy. There, we're in the 60 now, so let's do it. Let's see what the acceleration's like, shall we? Oh, I need to put it 0. That will help. Try that. Is that working? There we go. We'll get there in the end. Right, here's our acceleration. Right up to 60. There we go. Right, cool. That's it. We're on our way. It is a little bit tricky. There's a lot to do, actually, but I'm hoping by the time we end this service, we're in a good spot. We need to start putting some brake in any single time now. So let's just do this first one quite easily. E1, E2, E3. A little bit too much brake there. Remember to put it to 0 when you fully release the brakes. Coming in. Let's do it very nicely. And then press A for the holding brake. Because I'm using the controller, that is. Right, unlock the doors. Give the announcement. And 8 seconds to go. Everyone's getting on. You can see them there in the mirrors. Right, please stand back, everyone. Get the doors closed. Let's release the brakes into 0. And we should all be ready to go. There we are. That's it. That's the sequence. That's what I was looking for. That's much better. Oscar Hillenheim. Right, let's get up to 60. There we go. That's better. That's better. I'm finding a rhythm now. I think that's just all it is. Don't forget, I've only come into SubwaySim 2 this week. You guys that have been playing it anyway for quite a while won't struggle with this like I'm doing. I think you'll be all good. You're halfway there already, I think. Let's try and keep it up at 60. Let's try and stay on time if we can. Although, we're due at 40.04. That's just about to pass. So we've blown it, unless we can catch up somewhere. Let's see how we go. I could do with getting another screenshot actually. Once we get out into a sunnier area, I think I'll give it a try. Right, here's the braking. I'm going to need to do a couple of stops like this. Try and make a bit of time back up, I think. So we'll do that. Holding brake. Then we can unlock the doors. Do the announcement.
U3 nach Warschauer Straße. Einsteigen bitte.
3 seconds to go. We can be out of here. Announcement.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Close the doors. We put the brakes back to 0. Build up the pressure. And we are good to go. There we go. Now we're getting it. Now we're getting it. The one we ran the other night was so easy. This requires a lot more thinking. Up to the 60 once again. Just release the throttle. Yeah, that middle lever, you can whack it up to the 70, the maximum 70, and then just leave it once you get going. That's probably not the correct protocol for it, but if we want to do 60, we have to put it to 70. There is no setting for 60 kilometers per hour. So we need to put it to 70 anyway. I'm just going to leave it on that the whole way through now. And just manage the speed manually as we go. Right, we're coming into the Universitat. Start braking in. Here we go. Yeah, if you go to your full brake, it'll still crawl forward a little bit until you do the brake hold. So like now, it'll crawl down, and I need to do that to get it to stop. No, I don't want to release it. Ah, you have to be in 4. Okay, so that doesn't work unless you're in E4. That's fine. Right, let's get the doors on. I understand it now. So you've got to go to E4. Like it said in the tutorial, you've got to go to E4 to be able to use this holding brake button. E1, E2, E3 will slow you down, but you can't use the holding brake unless you're in E4. I've got it. Right, let's do the announcement. The next one we'll try and get perfect. Let's close the doors. We'll put these into 0 to release the brakes. And then we'll attempt to get going once we get to 5. There we go. Right. Let's try this one. 60 all the way. It did tell us to go to E4 in the tutorial, but I forgot. I've that much other stuff to remember. Right, there we go. We're up to 60. This is where I'm going to try it. We do have a 50 coming up, actually. We'll let it tick down a little bit for this 50. $300 to go. Let's see if we can get this braking right. So I'll use E1 for now, just to take a bit of the speed off. Here we go. 19 kilometers per hour. Let's just remove the brake and then we'll go straight to 4. E1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll do the holding brake. There we go, and that finishes it off for us. I've got it now. I've got it. Definitely do the tutorial though for yourselves if you're picking this up. Do the announcement. Close the doors, build the brakes back up. That's better. Now we're ready to go straight away. As soon as the doors are closed, we're off. 50 and then a 60. We've got already in the 60. Let's do it. All good so far. Let go of the throttle. Starting to build up a bit of XP. I still don't know what that's for, apart from our career level, but we'll take it. See if we can maintain the 60 around that. E1, 2, 3, and let's just release it a little bit. I'm trying to avoid coming in too slow, but at the same time not leaving it so it's too fast. That's it. That's it. Right, unlock the doors. Do the announcement. Let me use the mouse, that's easier.
U3 nach Warschauer Straße.
So it's confusing to drive at first, but I'm already getting the hang of it already.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
So, you know, it's not bad. Let's get to Breitenbachplatz.
Breitenbachplatz. Übergang zur JLB-Mobilitätsstation.
So it will go over. Can you see the speed going over? It will creep over the speed limit because we've got it set to 70 as the max speed, so it will do if we're going down a gradient. We've got keep going the wrong way with the brakes as well. We've got 35 coming up. Yeah, I'm using the controller for the brakes, and it's the opposite way around to how I would play train sims with the brakes. So more brake is the top bumper. And on Train Sim Worlds or something like that, more brake is the bottom trigger. So that's confusing me a little bit, but it's fine. We'll sort it out. Let's keep up with 35. It's difficult to do a video on this. You got to keep talking, but you've got so much concentration on the game. It's difficult, honestly. I'll try my best. So if I'm a bit everywhere, you know why. Right, I gotta remember, brake is the top bumper on the controller. So here we go. Bit of E1 to start with. Just leave the brake out. And let's try this stop now. Straight to 4, let it come down. Once it comes down, you can just click on that and it will hang on to it. Right, okay. Right, doors, announcement.
U3 nach Warschauer Straße. Einsteigen bitte.
But yeah, this is coming out on the 7th of May, which is Thursday next week. That's when it'll come out. So keep your eye on it.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
And once again, thank you very much to Aerosoft for sending this over. Very nice of them. And it's a new game I've been playing this week, which I've actually been quite enjoying. I've actually jumped into this DLC here because I have got a preview version of it, content creator version. But I've not even yet used all the standard trains that are in the game. So I've jumped straight into this one, and I don't know if there is a learning curve because this one does seem a little bit more complicated. But it's fine, I'm getting the hang of it now. So we'll get this up to 60. Just let go of the throttle, like that. Get the brakes ready. About 3 minutes late at the moment. E1, E2, E3, E4. Let's go full for E4 this time. Yeah, stopped a little bit short. There's definitely a knack to it. So, let it down. 1 kilometre, that'll stop us. Right, excellent. I'm happy with that one. Get everyone on board.
Einsteigen bitte.
Please stand by.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Right, let's see if we can get to the next one without delay. Heidelberger Platz. There we go. There's our speed. So a lot of this service has been in the tunnels so far. So I'm assuming we're going to get outside a little bit. Hopefully we do. Probably the first run on the Berlin map that I've done, actually. This one. Unless any of the tutorials have been on the Berlin map. That is. Right, into the braking. Roll forward. That's it. That would be my comment. There's a lot to do, I think. There's a lot to keep your eye on. Got 1 second. Do the announcement. Please stand back.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
I don't know how we got so... It must have been my braking. I don't know how we got so far behind, to be honest. It's a shame. Right, this one was a bit longer, wasn't it? Just over 1 kilometre. Got 50 coming up. And a 40. This will test our skills. So let's start coming down for the 50 first of all. That'll do us. Then we got a 40. There's the 40. Let's just reset that. Right on the platform, I think they've changed it to a 50. You guys that already know the route are in a good position here. You're way ahead of me. Bringing it down a little bit too short, I think. That's it. Do you know, I'm actually quite enjoying it. I was a bit apprehensive. When I first launched it up and saw all the different controls and the guy said that we're going to be using 3 different levers to go, I thought the other one was good that we did because it was rip and roar. You could just get going. This one will take a little bit more practice, I think. Right, here we go. We've got 50 rising to a 60 shortly after, 200 metres after that. Yeah, see, we were due in here at 14.17. It's already 14.21 and a half. So, with no chance. I don't even think we'll be able to make up any time, to be honest. Right, let's see how late we can leave the brake. I get nervous though. Here we go. I mean, it does brake pretty well. I've got to say. It brought us down to stop there pretty good. that. And do that.
U3 nach Warschauer Straße. Einsteigen bitte.
Yeah, on the service we did the other night, if you remember, I was arriving that early. I was having to skip time in certain places. I don't think I'm going to get that opportunity with this one. I don't think so. I think we've had it. Let's sort the brakes out. Gotta wait till the doors are closed. Here we go. 35 at the station. Spickenstrasse. That's a great name. $35.
Straße. Übergang zur U9. Ausstieg rechts.
25 coming up. Let's do that now, shall we? There we go. Yeah, see, I keep flicking it into the wrong braking direction. That's getting me, that's pulling me up a little bit. Ah, I did it again. It's dead easy to slip into that N, which I think is the brake isolation. A little bit slower through this end of the tunnels. And here we are. I'm very slow into this one.
U3 nach Warschauer Straße. Einsteigen bitte.
It's a nice looking unit. It's quite plain, isn't it? Quite square looking. There's something about it. Got some charm, I think.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Right, get them closed. Get the brakes down. Right, I think we're good. 25 up to a 50.
Augsburger Straße. Ausstieg rechts.
Cool. It is getting easier. It's getting much easier now. I think you can wishlist this now if you want this. If you're on Steam, you can wishlist it. Not sure about consoles. It is coming out for consoles. If I get a chance to read you a bit more of the blurb, now I'm getting a bit more confident, I will do so. Perhaps I'll get a little opportunity whilst I'm at the stations. Let me just click that. We'll unlock the doors. We'll do the announcement. It's giving me like 5 seconds in between each stop. 8 seconds.
Einsteigen bitte.
Right, we'll do that.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Close all the doors. Sort our brakes out. Off we go. Wittenbergplatz. Quite a slow area of the route, this, isn't it? The 35 coming up.
Bergplatz. Übergang zur U1 und U2.
Is this the end of our route coming up? I suppose it could be. We do have a red coming up. We'll have to see. keep up to I-35, shall we? Right, we need to be good on the brakes for this one, else we're in trouble. We do not want a spad. You'll know my reputation for spads if you've been watching the channel. We should be alright, I think, for this one. There's the red. Let's put it in 4. Let's hit the holding brake for a little bit. That's it. Excellent. Do the announcements.
U3 nach Warschauer Straße. Einsteigen bitte.
Please stand back. Doors are closing.
Zurückbleiben bitte.
Hey, we have got a green now, so sort the brakes out. Oh, we're going to Nollendorf Pass, so no, we've not finished. We can actually get up to 50 on this, actually. We've got a couple of reds coming up. I don't know if that's because I'm running late. Maybe I've got something, you know, I'm in something's way, perhaps. Could be. This red is before the station, so we need to stop for this one. There it is. Right, we got the green. Let's release the brakes. Get up to 40. Weep into the station. There's another pesky red. We don't want to go through that. E4 slipped. Then I slipped brakes. I don't know if you saw that. We'll unlock the doors, do the signal.
U3 nach Warschauer Straße. Einsteigen bitte. Zurückbleiben bitte.
Right, we're good to go. Up to 40 for this one. How are we doing on XP? We've already got 957 XP. We seem to have come a long way, but not been very much rewarded. We'll see what happens when we get to the end. I think I got, after that first run I did on the other video, I think I got 1800 XP for that run. That was on the Hamburg map, of course, or route. Here we go. 40 to go. Good. Alright, get the doors open. See what I mean? It becomes a very routine thing.
Nach Warschauer Straße. Einsteigen bitte.
And I suppose it does for any of the trains that you're driving. I don't know if you guys have got a particular train that you prefer, or whether you sort of play a mixture of all of them. I'm interested to know how you play it. Right, let's do it. There's not much outside at all, is there, on this route? Like 35, going up to a 50 shortly.
Kreisdreieck. Übergang zur U2 und zur E-Mobilitätsstation.
Right, let's increase the speed. Low. Must have some curve coming up, I reckon. Right, let's put some brakes in then. There we go. We must be going up a steep hill. There's no gradient information here, but I can tell I'm going up. Oh, we're coming into the outside. At last. Wonder if I can get a decent screenshot here. We'll try. We'll see how that works. Alright, here we go. This is Gleisdreieck. Right, holding brake, that's it. Doors. This actually, was this where we started the tutorial? This looks like, I recognise this bit. Looks like a tutorial to me. I'm sure it is. See, I'm getting used to it already. Let's close the doors. Sort the brakes out. Off we go. Mucker and Brücke. Now, unfortunately, I didn't get to finish that service because my PC went nope. So that's all I can show you on this run. That was a shame because I don't think we were that far from the end. But there we go. We got to have a good look at it. Don't forget, this is the Gisela GI/1E. This is coming out on the 7th of May. So if you have been playing SubwaySim 2 and you quite enjoy it, it is coming out, the vehicle DLC. If you're on Steam, you can wishlist it now. You might have a similar thing on PlayStation and Xbox, I'm not sure, but just go and check out your usual SubwaySim 2 store pages to find that out. So I hope you did enjoy what you did see in that video. I've quite enjoyed it. I am a beginner to SubwaySim 2, as you could tell. I was concentrating as much as possible during trying to deliver this experience to you as we went. But it's all good. I'm sure you had a good laugh along the way. That's what it's all about, just having fun. That's why we play games, isn't it? Hope you enjoy this DLC when it comes out. Please do let me know what you think down in the comments. All the best, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye for now.